All glory to God. He is the source of my wealth and my wisdom. It's your boy Zay. I'm about to show you guys how I use session highs and lows to identify a profitable break and retest setup. Let's go. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna identify your key levels, mark out sessions highs and lows from the previous sessions. Of course, you're gonna wait for a clean break and retest to those levels, and then of course enter on the retest. That way you can follow it to whatever direction you believe is gonna go. And you're gonna wait for some type of confirmation of these entries. You're gonna watch for that confirming candlestick pattern, right? It could be bullish, it could be bearish, and we're gonna get into that. First and foremost, identify your key levels. So let's say this is your Asia session. This is your London session, right here. So I do Asia, put A, then we put an L. That's a terrible A. A, L, and then New York session, right? This is the session. Of course, I'm on the East Coast, so that I trade the New York session. But even if you trade in London or Asia, London, you would just mark out the previous sessions and use those as like your boundaries, your levels, because all that is liquidity. They let you know where big orders happen, and we want to be where the big orders happen because that's where the money moves, right? Boom, cool. So you just come to the higher time frame and a higher time frame. So whatever if you're trading in a 5 minute, you're going to go to a higher time frame market, the highs and lows. If you're a swing trader, you're trading in, I don't know, for the day, you're going to go to the week and mark out the highs and lows of that, right? So whatever you're trading in, you're going to go to the higher time frame and mark out the highs and lows of whatever previous session you have. So if I'm right here and I don't know, for this instance, maybe, I don't know, if I'm scalping 1 minute, I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame and mark out the highs and lows of the previous Asia and London session. Cool. All right, so you come over here and you mark out this high and you put it all the way across. Now, in this case, which is not always the case, it just so happened that London has the same type of high as Asia, right? So I don't have to go in and mark out this high as well because it's the same high, right? You want to make sure you get it precise. Mine's a little jaggy, but it'll be precise on whatever charting platform you use. And you're going to do the same thing, right? You're going to come over here, mark out the low of the Asia session, right? Mark out the low. Then you come over, mark out the high of the London session, mark out the low of the London and Asia and London. Cool, right? And so it just so happened that we have the same low for this for our London as we do for Asia, so we wouldn't have to double mark it. Cool, and then we would use these as guidelines, right? And so let's say we marked out this high right? And for our London session, it came and it broke through, right? We will wait for it to retest, which is what it did right here. And let's say, okay, once it retests, we're gonna get our entry in right here because we predict it's gonna go to the upside, right? That's how you identify, and we'll get into the example next. Wait for a clean break and retest. So after breakout above the high or below the low, you're gonna look for a pullback to that level. Retest confirms that the breakout is strong and turns the old resistance into support. So you actually see this in most of your session openers. So within the first 15 minutes of like the open, it usually lets you know, like, all right, this is what we predict the market is going to do in the beginning. So let's say this is like your first 15-minute drawout, right? And it's a lot of consolidation, prices doing whatever, right? But once it breaks through a level, see, I just had this level marked and it breaks through this level, it's going to come down, retest this level. You get in for your entry right here, right? You just enter right here for a long because you think it's going to go up, and boom, it does, right? Get out, target 15, 15 points, right? Let's say, and so like I said, a lot of what trading is if price does this and I'll do this. So, but let's say it breaks through, boom, but it's gonna come back up, retest, and then continue in that downside, right? Target 5 to 10 points, you get out, make money. Clear break, right? That's your clear break for your break and retest. You can use confirmation for this entry. Some people use confirmation as a bullish or bearish engulfing candle. I'm more of a 2-candle confirmation type of guy. So similar to if you was watching the uptrend. Right here, we have a clear bounce off of this level of liquidity. I'll wait for 1 candle, 2 candle, lets me know that we're pretty much going in the upside now, and I'll probably enter right here and go long. This would be a bearish engulfing candle, right? Because this, whatever this candle was right here, is engulfs. That's, just think of it like that. It engulfs this candle or this candle or this candle. So you know, okay, yeah, we're for sure headed down. It's kind of a confirmation. It's rejected this, and we're headed in the downside. I like 2-candle confirmation just because it's cool. But if I saw this, I'd definitely more than likely jump in because it hit this level of liquidity. This means that's a lot of people in that that just believe that we're going now in downtrend, so they're selling, and so that's a pretty great confirmation as well. But it's not always like that. I mean, you could have this very small volume type of candle right here, but we are going in the downside if it just now this I feel like it's gonna, like I said, hit this line, break, retest, and continue the upside. But you'll have a clear indication because especially if it breaks through, right? Breaks through, breaks and retest. and it goes past like this, right? It goes past this, right? You're like, okay, I get in right here because I know it's going to continue to go up. Target 5-10 points, you're in and you're out. 2 candle confirmation always usually helps me with that. So that's just a quick tip, right, on how using session highs and lows to identify break and retest setups will help you. You just identify the key levels. You wait for a clean break to whatever side it is, if it's going up, if it's going down, whichever one it breaks through, and you wait for 2 candle confirmation off of that break. We're going to surpass the immediate breakthrough after retest, and that could be your for sure indication. Okay, we're going to continue in the way that I knew it was going to go. You hop in, you target 5 to 10 points, you get out, you make some bread. You don't got to go for the 50 million point trade every single time. You don't got to take a lot of trades. You wait for good setups and you get out and you make some money. All glory be to God. He is the source of my wealth and my wisdom. It's your boy Zay. Peace.